Go on YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, and welcome back to Game 3 of the Cardiff Regionals Top 8 Mermail Mirror Match. I'm still on the same side as always. I don't really need to say which side the players are on. My opponent is going to be going first, of course, the Ghost Trick Matt. And he is going to open fairly well for the Mermail Mirror, in my opinion. As you can see, he's playing the Aqua Spirit build, which is something that I opted not to use, and to be honest, throughout the day I kind of regretted not playing at least 1 or 2 Aqua Spirits, because they would have given me a great advantage against the 4 mirrors that I did play. Even though I won all 4 of my mirrors, I really didn't enjoy it. So he summons Abyss Pike, and at this point I kind of wonder why he actually triggers the cost, because I'm pretty sure he sends something... Yeah, he sends the infantry, and I'm like, why have you done that? But it becomes abundantly clear when you, of course, can see the Aqua Spirit in his hand, which he, of course, banishes that heavy infantry for, and he opens up with an incredibly powerful Abyss Dweller play that almost every Mermail deck couldn't really combat without going minus. Luckily enough, I am a bad player, and I play a few choices that a lot of people would question. One of the biggest ones you're about to see in a moment, which honestly saved me quite a few times, and I was really glad I played. And my opponent did express his concerns and how he was a bit upset that I did draw the 1, but that card is Deep Sea Diva. He did not have a response to the summon. He did not have the Effect Veiler. I immediately went for the Diva choice when I saw that he didn't set any backer, he just set a Dweller on its... He played a Dweller on its own. So I immediately thought that the Armades play was going to be the best thing I could do. So I went Diva, getting, of course, the Marksman to make a level 5 Synchro play. Again, I'm sorry my cards are so far off the camera. These tables were so damn wide. I'm going to Synchro Summon into the Armades. The Armades was the level 5 I elected to run because I felt it gave me the best matchup against Pujin and also against the Fire Fist Dragon deck. It meant that if they wanted to lance me or if they wanted to use Tensen, they were going to have to do it when I entered the battle phase rather than before I attacked, rather than when I attacked. So I'm going to attack into his. I'm going to enter the battle phase. He's then going to trigger his Dweller when I enter the battle phase, and I'm just going to attack over it for 100 damage, putting him to 79 to my 8,000. So that was a really nice opening. It put him to 5 cards with his draw, and I felt really happy with that because it only cost me the 1. And I was even more happy because I believe when I made the play anyway, I was holding Salvage, so my play was basically a +1 once that Salvage comes into play. So I quite like that. So he goes for the Undyne, pitching the title, searching the controller, the textbook play. I still really prefer sending Dragoons with Undyne and searching myself something out, because I like being able to gain advantage off of that play. But I do see the merit in sending the title. Call me crazy. I didn't use title that often across the event. But it is a ridiculously good card, in my opinion. And seeing as I haven't set anything, if he revives the title by banishing the many water monsters which he now has in his grave, he's able to take out my Armades and try and take control of the board again. Which is pretty much what he's gone ahead and done. It's the one ridiculous thing about basically setting title up turn 2. It's just, it's recursion so easy, and you're almost always going to send 2 waters from your hand to the grave, or from the field to the grave, per turn, especially in the Mermail Mirror, where it's back and forth, you lose your field, then they lose your field. Then they lose their field. You know, you're definitely going to have fuel for that title. So he's going to attack over my Armades, putting me to 77 to his 79 with his title. And then he's going to attack directly with the Undyne, I'm fairly sure. And then he's going to pass turn back to me. So I draw for my turn, and this is probably one of my favourite turns in the whole regionals, in my opinion, because it brings back something that's really old and we haven't seen in the game for quite a while, and that is the combination of Mermail Abyss Megalo in tandem with Deep Sea Diva. I'm sure most of you know what that means, and I've just spoiled the last 2 minutes of the video, but this is probably my favourite turn of the event, because it's the only time in which I did this. And I never expected to do this. I didn't play Diva for the purposes of the old Diva Megalo play, but it's pretty satisfying. So I'm going to activate Abyss Megalo, sending heavy infantry and title from my hand. Of course, the heavy infantry is going to target the obvious choice of his title, and I'm going to search out a copy of, I believe, Abyss Sphere, because Abyss Squall is pretty much dead at this point in the game. Lovely, lovely image of me there. I can't remember why the guy turned the camera to me, but I'm going to search out a copy of Abyss Sphere and add it to my hand. Of course, the title was sent to the graveyard by the heavy infantry at Chainlink 1. I'm then going to activate, I believe, I'm trying to predict when I activate the Salvage. I can't honestly remember. I thought about my play for a while because I had to use the salvage and then put enough things back in the graveyard to allow Tidal to be live. So it took me a minute to really decide on my play, because it was going to extinguish all of my resources, and if I ran into a Swift Scarecrow or something to that nature at this point, it was going to put me in a rather sour position. So I consider my plays for a while. I do really think about if I have a contingency plan or not. I activate the salvage, adding back Diva Heavy Infantry, because I'm aware that I have the 2 more marksmen in the deck, 3 in total, that I played. So I add back the Diva. I summon the Diva, activating its effect. He does not have a response to its effect, which is really, really good for me. I special summon the Marksman, and you can now really see where the play is going. I activate Megalo to allow it to attack twice, which gives me enough waters in the graveyard for the Tidal. The Tidal is... I then special summon the Tidal, because I have enough of a cost. The Tidal can then clear the way for Megalo to swing in for 24, which is 48. I then swing with the Marksman, and then I swing with the Dragoons that the Marksman will get. My opponent asked me now if I have the Dragoons, and asked me to reveal it, and at the moment I reveal it, that will be the end of Game 3, and I will move on to the top 4 against Ping Zhao and his Mermails. Thanks for watching, guys.